My name is Michael Dowling. For many years, I've had a recurring dream of doing a project that involved a floating floor on a body of water. So, about 10 years ago, on a trip to Ireland, I was on a ferry that was on the natural border region between Northern Ireland and Ireland called Lough Foyle. And as I continued to visit Ireland over the next few years, I would hear everyone having a story about what connected them to that place. And everyone felt that they belonged in the place that they were. And yet there was, this separation. And I started to think of, would there be a way of creating a piece of artwork that explored the border region that was a fulfillment of this dream of a floating floor on water that really became acupuncture for this area and could somehow mark everyone belonging to this place, so that everyone had a right to be part of this community, that it was not a privilege, and that there would be some participatory aspect where we could invite that. So, the tons of Meeting of the Waters really started to emerge at that point and into four really distinct phases. And the first one I call Bearing Witness. And the template's really simple. It says, starts off with I am. It has things like I dream, I regret, I need, and ends again with I am. And we've started to have people fill it out, and maybe a couple hundred people have done it so far. And it's really so poetic, and there's a chorus, and there's repetition, and beautiful longing, beautiful hurt, beautiful sorrow, beautiful joy, sort of really starts to explore the human condition in a way that makes it about being human as opposed to being Protestant or Catholic or black or white or, to the left or to the right politically. So the desire is to have actually 30,000 people respond by filling out that template in a series of workshops, also in sort of man-on-the-street interviews, et cetera, et cetera. But that those things are then transcribed into 300 stone books that I've been making over the last few years there and will continue to make. And they're inscribed with a double spiral, which is really a sign of completeness or wholeness. It's also two waves that meet, so the meeting of the waters is the symbol that is on the books. The second phase is to take a line from each person's poem and inscribe it on a stone. So somebody's stone might say, I hear best when I listen. Then those stones are taken and they're built as cairns or piles of stones along all of the access routes in villages. And there'll be some either festivals, celebrations, markings within communities when those things happen. The third phase is the journey of a barge. There'll be a small library of the books in the center of a floating barge that makes its journey from the source of the Foyle River to the North Atlantic. And as it makes this journey, it collects the stones at the various sites where the cairns have been built. And as the stones are being collected, they're being read. And at the end of which the barge reaches the tons, and the stones are actually offered to the North Atlantic as a way of calming the waters. The other big journey down that river was emigration. So we're retracing also part of that journey. And you'll not meet anyone in that area that does not have a cousin, for instance, in Boston. And, so as this project developed, we wanted to honor that connection as well. So we've come up with another phase of the project, which is called Crossing the Waters, where we'll create a series of books that will be sent from Boston to Ireland to be part of this archive, part of this history, part of this legend, part of this poem.